We would love to hear anything that you have to say, as I know you've been, a witness and party to all of this.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for having me. And I will love to have had a grandmother like Christina to fight and don't stop, just fight. So I have been working with this case since June. Iris came to Tennessee in May, and in June I got a phone call because we have crisis calls that comes in. And when I received the call of what has happened with this young lady and her daughter, then I started doing my own investigation, and I received paperwork, I received information. I've actually seen the young baby, and our organization got involved. And when we got involved, we did a abuse. We called the abuse hotline and told Kayla's whole story with documents. We have a case file number, have everything. Everything was done decent and in order to protect this baby. We have they had her to come down to the court, juvenile court sent her over to DCS at all of the information. She has a case file number with that, and they said they were going to look into everything, investigate. They came to her home and did an investigation at her home. She gave her all of the paperwork, everything that she needed. So Kayla have done everything that she was told to do. They gave her a court date. Her court date was February the 16th, because 2 weeks before that we had that freeze. So they had to cancel her court, and February the 16th was her next court date. They gave her a restraining order and said that she cannot be removed from Tennessee, and that if anybody will come and try to see her or come and get her or anything, that could not happen. So all of that stuff was filed. Then when we got to court, we hired an attorney for her. The attorney went into the court and told Kayla, I don't want you to say anything. I'll take care of this. When we got in the courtroom, the attorney said nothing on Kayla's behalf. Anthony had hired an attorney here in Murfreesboro. When he hired the attorney here, then she had the 2018 court papers. That's the only thing that his attorney kept waiving, and that's the only paper that they had. So Anthony went on September of 23 and got a um emergency custody, and that overseed her 2020 custody. And that's how he was able to come to Tennessee and do what he did. Now, the DCS had to come. The courts in Riverside did a they did a welfare check. So they had to come and talk to Iris and Kayla. They talked to Iris by herself. Iris told them exactly what happened to her, that when dad got upset and he punished her, he poured hot sauce in her mouth. Now, all of this was documented. And when she was in pre-K, there were she was going to school for a whole week with soiled clothes on. Now all of this is on in a DCS report, that her clothes was soiled for a whole week. He justified it by saying that he had did that because he was trying to teach her that she needed to wash her own laundry. Now, if she's in pre-K, that means she's between the age of 3 and 4 years old. But this is what his statement was. His statement again was, if she got burns on her, it's because I was cooking bacon and got too close to the stove, and she was bending down, and the grease popped on her. Now, these were his statements that was in the report. The report came back that the mother and the dad could, either one of them could have the child until they decide in the courts in San Diego. When we had the hearing, I was on the call when Kayla had the emergency hearing with Riverside. Riverside told them that they will not get involved in the case and that the mother had to pay to have the case transferred to San Diego. She never did that. So that means there was not a case in San Diego because mom never paid to transfer it over there. Dad used that emergency custody for papers that he had and his 2018, and he came to Tennessee, and whatever everything he done it on those forms. Now, he was on the news and he said, I miss my daughter. I'll do anything for my daughter. When he stuttered, because he have no idea who this child is, he said, she's a bubbly child. She's shy. And once she gets to know everybody, then she's okay. She's bubbly. That baby is never shy. Never shy, because he don't know her. He don't know her. She is in fear of him. So this is what we know and what we've been doing. And I pray every day that this baby and the mom is safe and they're okay. I don't know, but I pray that they are.
I appreciate you so much, first of all, for coming on here and, well, for doing what you do, first of all, thank you, because we need more organizations like yours. We need more people like you out doing these things. I know there's likely a lot of people that are watching right now that have possibly been through similar scenarios. They may be survivors of DV. They may be survivors of abuse of, in other ways or those situations. And when you go through things like that, it is traumatizing and something you deal with for the rest of your life. And, again, with all of this, you guys, at the end of the day, what is most important is Iris. Right. Iris's safety is what is most important. Now, again, you've heard, everybody talk about all of the things that are documented. National Action Network, what do you think it is going to take for Khaila and Iris to be able to return home?
So what we were trying to do is they're saying, and when we went to court in February, the judge said that he needed a certified copy of the court order, the certified copy court order from Riverside that said in there that they gave her custody, full and sole custody of Iris. Now, when we pulled the summary said everything that was said in court, but we don't have the certified copies yet. And it's so hard. I don't know why it's so hard, but it's so hard for us to get that now. And so once she received that, then she can go to San Diego and do an emergency hearing. And that's what it would take to know exactly what has happened. The document